To break free from financial hardship, you must understand essential principles and diligently apply them with consistency. Allow me to share a metaphorical tale of a mermaid that will teach you about financial freedom. In a small village long time ago, a frustrated man named Adamu is seen looking into the dark Kutari River. Its waters were gently moving against the muddy banks. The night was very quiet and still, except for the sad call of a night bird far away. He had come here to end his life. At only 25 years old, Adamu had lost all hope. Nothing he tried ever worked out. His little farm struggled in the hot sun. His small savings became less with every failed business idea, and the endless cycle of being poor and feeling despair seemed impossible to escape. Everyone in Ginda village knew the terrible stories about the Kutari River. It was said a mermaid haunted its murky depths, luring in people to their death. But Adamu no longer cared about the old folk tales. Perhaps it would be a good thing if the river spirit dragged him to his death tonight. Taking a deep, shaky breath, Adamu began walking into the cold water. It rose up to his chest, sending shivers through his frail body. This was it, the final step to end his suffering. He leaned forward, preparing to put his head under the surface. Suddenly, a piercing scream echoed across the river, breaking the night silence. Adamu froze, his heart pounding. Another scream tore through the air, this time closer. He whipped his head around just as a pale feminine form came out of the water just feet away. Adamu's scream stuck in his throat as he was confronted by the unmistakable sight of the river mermaid. Her top half was that of a beautiful young woman, with shiny ebony skin dripping with water droplets. But below her waist, she had a powerful fishtail thrashing in the current. "You dare trespass in my home?" the mermaid hissed, showing razor-sharp teeth. Her eyes glowed with a wild intensity. Adamu scrambled backwards, splashing clumsily in his terror. "Please, Great Spirit, have mercy. I only came here to die." The mermaid raised one delicate eyebrow. "Do you know how many foolish souls have tried just that, only to become my eternal playthings?" Adamu trembled violently, muddy water sloshing around his chest. "I meant no offense, merciful one. My life is nothing but suffering. I simply wish to end the pain." The mermaid looked at him with a mixture of curiosity and disdain. "And what of your loved ones? Do you not care how your selfish death would devastate them?" Shame washed over Adamu as he thought of his aging parents, his younger siblings struggling without his help. "You're right," he said hoarsely. "I only thought of my own hopeless situation, never how it could destroy those closest to me." The hard look in the river spirit's eyes softened slightly. She drifted nearer until their faces were very close. "Perhaps there is more to you than just another misguided human," she mused. "Tell me your story, and let me be the judge of your fate." So there in the eerie darkness beside the Kutari's waters, Adamu began unburdening his troubles to the legendary mermaid. He spoke of his poor childhood in the village, laboring on his parents' small farm from dawn to dusk. How he had such dreams of escaping the back-breaking poverty, becoming an educated man with a successful business. But no matter his efforts, from trying to make extra money with odd jobs to investing what little he could save into failed schemes, Adamu remained hopelessly stuck. Terrible droughts, corrupt officials, and his own naivety ruined every attempt at a better life. After over a decade of struggling and watching his hopes crumble to dust, Adamu lost all will to keep trying. The mermaid listened intently, her inhuman eyes showing no emotion. When Adamu finished his sad tale, she was silent for a long moment. "So that is why you sought death in my river this night," she said at last. "You are haunted by the agonizing cycle of deprivation and suffering." Adamu nodded miserably. "There's no escaping it for one born into poverty like me. I am cursed to suffer endlessly in this bitter existence." Ha 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 ha. The mermaid uttered a melodious peal of laughter that echoed across the riverbanks. "Oh, child, you speak from a place of such hopeless ignorance." She grasped his chin firmly, holding his startled gaze. "It is not your impoverished life that is the true curse," she chided. "You are cursed by your own limiting beliefs and self-pity. You gave up on yourself and resigned to perpetual misery when all that stood before you was an opportunity for greatness." Adamu opened his mouth to retort, but the mermaid silenced him by pressing a long finger to his lips. "Do not interrupt, foolish boy. I do not speak in platitudes. Listen and take heed, and I shall bestow upon you the most precious gift of all, the chance to shatter your cursed mentality and seize wealth and abundance." Heart thundering in his ears, Adamu scarcely dared to breathe as the mermaid continued. "To achieve financial prosperity, you must first change the way you think about money. You're afflicted with a scarcity mindset, seeing lack and limitation in every opportunity. You resigned yourself to a default state of hopeless poverty because that is all you believed you were capable of having in your life. But I tell you, the universe is abundant. Wealth is everywhere, waiting to be claimed by those who free themselves from self-limiting beliefs." The mermaid's words were like clearing away the murky waters, shedding light into the darkest corners of Adamu's mind. Everything he knew about money and the status quo way of thinking started crumbling away. "Transform your scarcity mindset into one of abundance," she urged. "Program your consciousness to expect prosperity, not lack. Money is simply a form of energy which you can control through the power of intention and right action. See it as inevitable, not unattainable." Adamu hung on her every word, realizing his fundamental flaw. He had been operating from a completely flawed set of beliefs that made true wealth feel impossible. But the mermaid was offering him the keys to reprogram himself for an abundant mindset. "Once you shift this core mentality, wealth will begin appearing throughout your life," she continued, seeming to read his thoughts. "But you must also embrace calculated risks and personal responsibility. No more playing it safe or blaming outside circumstances. You must develop money smarts. Get educated on modern wealth vehicles like real estate investing, stock markets, digital assets, and high-return investments. Build income streams, leverage, and compound your gains into self-sustaining riches. Do not be deterred by failure. Learn from it. Chase returns and grow your wealth exponentially." Adamu's mind whirled as he absorbed her words. It all made so much sense. He had been chasing money through conventional means like a struggling business or farm without the vital mindset, shifts, and financial intelligence to thrive. Remember, wealth without wisdom is folly. Just as you open yourself to an abundance mentality, you must master the principles of preserving and growing your gains. Be disciplined in spending, generous with savings, and uncompromising in protecting your assets. Let profits generate further profits through prudent investing, diversification, and leveraging. The mermaid locked eyes with him once more, ensuring he fully understood the greatness of her teachings. Building wealth is an art requiring resilience, mental strength, and hunger for knowledge. Foolish humans squander great fortunes out of ignorance and impulsiveness. Vow to me that you will not be one of them." "Yes, Great Spirit," Adamu cried out, feeling empowered and enlightened as never before. "I give you my solemn vow. With your infinite wisdom to guide me, I will unlock my abundance and grow prosperous beyond my wildest dreams. I will be a peerless student of wealth cultivation." The faintest of smiles played across the mermaid's perfect lips as she rose up in the water, her gleaming tail slicing through the currents. "Then let it be done," she proclaimed, in a voice that reverberated deep in Adamu's bones. The mermaid put her hands on Adamu's head and started saying strange words. Her words were in a language Adamu didn't know, but they seemed to go through his whole body. A warm light came from her hands, spreading over his body. Suddenly, Adamu felt a rush of energy go through him, like he was being filled with a powerful life force. Pictures and knowledge about investing, business, and getting money flooded his mind. It was like years of learning about money were being put right into his brain. Just as quickly as it started, the feeling stopped. The mermaid took her hands away, and Adamu felt full of new life, his mind clear and focused, like never before. "The gift is complete," the mermaid said. "I have given you the knowledge to get great wealth through good ways. The rest is up to your hard work and determination." Adamu could barely believe what had happened. He tried to find words, but none seemed good enough to show his gratitude. Seeming to sense he couldn't speak, the mermaid kept talking. "You must leave this village right away and go to the city of Lagos. There you will find good opportunities to use your new knowledge and get money. Real estate will be your start. Study the markets closely and invest carefully." She leaned in closer, her eyes intense. "From those first investments, you must diversify into other high-return things: stocks, digital money, private investment funds. Keep learning and be ready for opportunities." The mermaid sat back, letting her words sink in. "But remember, getting wealth requires hard work, not just luck. You must control your money at all times. Live simply, avoid wasting money, get assets through legal ways. Never let money corrupt your spirit or ethics." Adamu vigorously nodded, his head swirling but understanding coming clear. "I will follow your wisdom, Great One. My life is transformed thanks to your gift." A small, amused smile crossed the mermaid's lips. With a powerful swing of her tail, she pushed herself back into the deeper river water. "Then go forth on your new path, Adamu. May the universe's abundance flow to you as you reach your true potential." In an ancient ritual, the mermaid slipped under the dark surface and disappeared, leaving only ripples behind. Adamu stared at the spot she had vanished, feeling profoundly changed. Suddenly energized, he turned and hurried back to the riverbank. While he had come to the river feeling hopeless and desperate, he now had a brilliant new belief. His steps were those of a man with supreme purpose. Adamu knew his life would never be the same. The mermaid's incredible gift, the opening of his mind to an abundance mindset and financial intelligence, had upended his reality. He was reborn, armed with the insights to break free from poverty once and for all. As the first rays of dawn appeared, Adamu was already making plans to leave right away for Lagos. The huge city offered opportunities, and he intended to seize them with the same resilience and focus the mermaid had given him. This was just the first step on what would undoubtedly be a hard journey towards wealth and self-actualization. But Adamu no longer feared challenge or failure. The mermaid's wisdom would guide him, allowing him to turn all obstacles into opportunities. One day soon, he vowed, he would return to the river and share his prosperity with the legendary river spirit who had shown him the path to abundance. For now, the city and the future he was creating awaited. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you were captivated by the story I shared in this video, then make sure to hit that subscribe button below. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when I upload new content, ensuring you never miss out on another compelling story. Don't forget to also turn on notifications so you're always in the loop. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.